Hey guys, Britta Albert here. If this is your first time here, I'm a transformational life coach, and my goal for this channel is to help you overcome the obstacles that are standing in the way of you living your best and most authentic life. If this is your first time here also, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell notification so that you never miss out on a future video. In today's video, I want to talk about the idea of being broken. Now, if you are anything like me, you have probably told yourself many times how broken you are, how damaged you are, how much baggage that you carry or you bring into relationships, or how perhaps you can't even be in a relationship because of how broken and damaged that you are. If you are anyone who has lived a somewhat substantial amount of time, 15 plus years on this earth, then I'm sure that it's something that you've told yourself at one time or another, or something that you believe, is that you are broken. And I want to tell you that that is the farthest thing from the truth. And when I first heard that, I really disagreed. Inside myself, it's like, have you ever received a compliment from somebody that you just don't believe is true about yourself? So you either actually argue with them or you argue internally in your mind and just accept the compliment just to end the subject. That's kind of what it felt like when it was told to me that I was not broken. There was definitely this back and forth in my mind, arguing the idea that I was, and my mind was coming up with all of this proof to show why I am so broken. That I experienced the divorce of my parents at a young age, that I went to a Christian private school where I was ostracized, that I had problems with weight my whole life, that I was in a marriage that didn't work out, that my mom and my brother died and I'm still dealing with the trauma of that I was a single mother for so many years, and the list goes on and on and on about why I could be so broken. Things that I'm not even ready to talk about on the internet yet were coming up in my mind and telling me why I am so broken. So how do you overcome that? How can you even begin to believe that you're not broken? Well, if nothing else, think of it in this way. If you are to tell somebody how broken they are, and then you try to help them heal themselves, what is the likelihood of their success? How disempowering is it to tell yourself that you are broken? Because to be broken means not whole. To be broken means that you're fractured or you're missing something. Fractured, that's another word I used to use about myself. I used to think that my soul was fractured. And you know, when you tell yourself things, you know what the truth is. Even if you feel like arguing it, at the end of the day, you know when you hear the truth. And the truth is that we are creative beings. We are resourceful beings, and we are whole. Everything that we need is already inside of us. That is something that a dear friend of mine told me probably about a year ago, a little bit over a year ago now. You are creative, resourceful, and whole. Everything you need is already inside of you. That was the first thing that I ever heard. It wasn't the concept that I'm not broken. It didn't start there. It started with a small seed from a loving, caring person who told me I am creative, resourceful, and whole, and everything I need is already within me. I know, me personally, I am creative. I love to sing, I love to write, I love to paint. Doesn't mean I'm good at it, but I love to do it. I used to love to draw, write music and songs. I know that I am resourceful. I've proven that to myself. When I was a single mom, I made shit happen. So then, if I know I'm creative and I know I'm resourceful, and I know at the end of the day that everything that I need is already within me, because I've proven that to myself over and over again. So what about that third part? I am whole. Why is that included in that saying? Because it's true. Because we're not broken. You can be bruised. You can be hurt. You can experience these situations. And I'm not downplaying anyone's suffering by any means. And you know that if you're watching this video. But that mental anguish that we tell ourselves, we own it and say, this is me. This happened to you, but this is not you. If you are a victim of rape, you are not rape. It happened to you. You know that. I don't even have to tell you that. To own the claim I am rape is asinine. But yet we say that we're broken, and it's so widely accepted in society. Things happened to us. We have experienced things, but that's part of the story that we tell ourselves. That's part of the story of experience. But what if things can happen to you and around you that aren't who you are? I live in South Carolina, but I am not South Carolina. I live in a house, but I am not this house. I drive a car, but I am not my car. I take care of my car. I put gas in my car. I tell my car where to go, very much like my body. But I'm also not my body. I am eternal. And the eternal me cannot be broken. Do you see? Is it starting to resonate a little bit more? To where this concept makes a little bit more sense, even if you don't believe it's necessarily true for you. If that's too much of a stretch, do these concepts make sense? Do they resonate with you? If you are eternal, you cannot be broken. You are missing nothing. Just like my last video, you can miss people. You can miss an experience. You can miss something that you've had or known before. You could even miss who you were before something happened and changed everything. But you're not missing any part of you that makes you whole. Do you understand the difference? Think of it this way. When you're talking to yourself or you're talking to somebody else, again, if it's too much to even think about this concept being applicable to you, think about talking to your best friend. Think about talking to your daughter or your son. Think about talking to somebody that you love so much. And you can either tell them that they're broken and they need to heal their brokenness, or you tell them that they are whole, that they are creative, they are resourceful, and everything that they need is already within them. Do you see how empowering that is? To believe in that person. I believe in me and I believe in you and I see your greatness. And I know who is sitting there on the other side of this camera watching this video and resonating with what I'm saying. There is something inside of you, even if you're not conscious of it, that is pulling at your throat right now. And why is it pulling at your throat right now? Because this is the keeper of your truth. If you've not already seen the throat chakra video, I'll put a card to that above, because that explains a little bit more in depth what I'm talking about. But you know who you are deep inside of you. And if you feel your throat tightening up, almost like you're gonna cry or that you're suppressing emotion, it's because you're suppressing your truth. And it's okay to not be broken. I feel like in this world, in this society, our humor comes from brokenness, so the idea of brokenness. When you see jokes about anxiety and depression, and again, I understand that with some people, that's how they're coping. That's how they want to take back their power, that they're making it something that's easily able to talk about. But when people are saying, yeah, I get that, I identify with that, yeah, that's me, It's not you. You can experience it. You can empathize. But you don't want to identify with or claim that something is you. You're not broken. Now, it's funny, I literally just said, don't claim that something is you, but I'm also in the next breath going to tell you, claim your wholeness. I'm not a wordsmith, y'all. I'm a girl standing here telling you my story. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because it's too good to keep inside. The moment that you realize that you're not broken is the moment that your life starts. The moment that you take that truth and you claim it as your own is when all of the things that have hurt you no longer have a hold on you. And you have the freedom to let go of the shackles of pain and shame and regret and hurt, abandonment issues, mommy or daddy issues, rejection issues, all of these things that it's like you're just walking up a hill and you've got these chains on your shoulders and they're just pulling you back and pulling you back. When you claim your power and you understand that you are not broken, they have no hold on you anymore. They have no effect on you anymore because you don't claim them anymore. And again, you saw from my last video, you may still experience pain. You will still experience heartache. You will still experience loss. And those emotions are real. And it is absolutely okay to feel them. You don't want to push them away. But experiencing them and feeling them and allowing yourself to be human does not mean that you're broken. It means that you are human. And that is a wonderful experience that we're all here together doing. And you are not alone. I love you all. I hope that this video makes that concept make a little bit more sense. That you are not broken. So I'm going to end this video with a question. Do you want to be broken? Is that what you want to tell yourself and feel that feeling of hopelessness? Or do you want to have freedom? Freedom from depression. Freedom from shame. Freedom from fear. So I'm going to ask you, do you think that you can tell yourself you are not broken? I will leave that up to you to decide. And again, I thank y'all so much for being here with me today. And again, if this is your first time here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if this video resonated with you and if you want to join this community. And if this video really resonated with you, or you know somebody that you thought of instantly in your mind hearing these words, please share this video with them. Help us grow this community and help shine the light to those who are hungry for it. Because that's what we're doing right now together. I appreciate you guys so much. I know I keep saying that, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for being with me this evening. I love you all, and I will see you Friday.